this one. I feel like it's been a while. Alright. Not much for small talk. Were the Raptors?
I've not played many games in the past month.
I see. Looks like they're looking to late invade. Makes sense. Wall is pretty strong, but you scared them away. Path down makes sense. Ganking from Mordekaiser is pretty hard. Full clear down. It looks like he's clearing up because we don't see him on Raptors yet. So he's clearing up or clearing down. Okay. He's probably on top crab, so we're on bot crab. We should ping that. Possible. He was playing for double crab, but obviously we killed it in time, so now we could just base. I don't know, it looks like we want to fight him because we have support move. He is a Conqueror champ or a Dark Harvest, something to keep in mind. Olaf is also pretty known to be strong, but looks like it's chill because isolation. Nice. This is really good early kill. I think you just completely wasted your E. You should always hold your E. You eat from nothing. If you had E here and they're fighting bot, you could have been here maybe a bit earlier. Let's see if it matters. Yeah, it's always the small shit that kills us. Imagine if you had E here and E right now. It still killed him. I think if you had early, you probably would have lived, but it's still worth for you. Super worth. Nice. Clear downwards. Especially on champs like Kha'Zix where you use such a long cooldown, you really only want to use it if you really have to. It's such a important. Even sometimes I won't even use it on camp sometimes unless I'm 100% there's nothing. Like here it's fine because there's no chance you're ganking top or mid. But a lot of times, anytime I'm about to use my E on a camp, I'm super like hesitant about it just because it's such a long cooldown and it takes away so many of your options. Nice. Even though you didn't get anything out of this, I think this was really good. You recognize they took your Raptors, so going bot is way less worth for you than normal, and you see tops fighting, so I think this is really good. Map awareness and like just the decision making was really good. You're kind of homeless. I think at this point, I would just wait for Scuttle to spawn. And look, I know it feels bad because it's 25 seconds, but um, I'd rather just. I think because you always want to kill camps close to each other. So what's the next closest camp to Krugs? It's literally nothing. The next closest camp to Krugs that's spawning is blue buff. So then I ask myself, what's closer, blue buff to Krugs or Scuttle to blue buff? And answer
I
Scuttle to
was
blue buff.
planning to do
Second,
Drake.
oh Drake.
I was
I
planning to do Drake.
I think normally as Ka, you almost always want to do Dragon once you're 6, because once you have your Q evolve, that's when you do it so much faster. And also, if they fight you, you're obviously also spiked for the fight. But no flash, no level 6. Okay, now that you see Olaf, it's fine. Never mind. Did you see him before? If you saw him before, I think Dragon's good.
He saw the whole path.
So your mic's cutting
He
out.
cut my Raptors so he goes to top side.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of flipped because his blue spawning soon, so he could do Wolves Gromp, and then he could either just be waiting for his blue to spawn, or he could just be basing and then opening to his blue. So there's, if you know that all three of these camps are down, and they're not spawning anytime soon, then I agree with the logic. Then he has no reason to be bot side. But in this case, when we see blue spawning 25 seconds, he could very easily open to his blue buff, or be waiting for his blue to spawn, making him on the bot side of the map. If let's say this blue is spawning in the minute 30, then I think this tracking is beautiful because I agree with you. We know after he did your Raptors, he's probably walking to his Wolves and Gromp, but since blue spawning, he could simply stay around for blue. There's no reason why he can't, right? That's why I still think it's. That's why I rather do Scuttle just because, again, I'd rather do camps close to each other. And Scuttle is you could just after Scuttle you could do blue. Well, in this case, after you do Krugs, there's nothing to do. But in this case, when he shows top, I agree that Dragon is really good to pull here. It's pretty nice timing that the second you pull it, he shows top. It's really nice, but works out. We do this. Now it's nice because we could sync our Krugs and Raptors together, and obviously we have time to do this. I think you're doing this greedy. You're never getting more than blue. I think the option is always just blue and leave, so you should be cutting it left side already. But you're cutting it right. You should still be fine because you have way better execute. So you just have to Q smite and then you're over the wall. You'll be fine. Ah, you messed up. You have to Q smite like 800 and you're good. You should still live if you get over the wall though. He has no flash, you want ghost, so you're still fine. If anything, is actually good for you because you got his ult. Now you have ult advantage for grubs. A bit lazy. That's that's all it is. Happens though. If you Yeah, same thing as before.
Alright, chat.
You really can't waste your E. This is the second. It's a bad. This is the second time now I see you Eing when you're fully safe. It's such a long cooldown.
I eat the wrong way. Like,
Oh, I mean, you don't have to E at all. There's nothing to E from. This guy's. You saw this guy get pulled in. Your Nami's not gonna kill you, right? You could just walk this way or walk this way. Oh yeah, because you kind of killed yourself here. This should have been. I mean, this is still really good, but obviously preferred world is you don't die here. You do blue to heal up, and then walled off instead you just solo grubs. Still good in like total, but just lazy. So, the game's in a good spot. We got first dragon, we got first grubs. We have a winning 1v1 matchup. I'd say this game's going fucking swimmingly. After this, I would just immediately base for profane, which is what you're doing. Good job. Now we open to bot crab because we're way stronger 1v1 and we have no camps up. Beautiful, I agree. Here I would ult right when he's about to right when you're about to walk into vision. I would just ult and fight him to the death because now that you have Q evolve, you hard 1v1. This in this matchup, you just spam Qs on this guy. Yeah, that's what you did next Q. Did it a little too late. You could have done it like here, and then you could have and you come at this right in front of him. But I just say this is Kha'Zix. If you have 100, if you just simply have 100 more games on Kha'Zix, you'd know this. So it's fine. I'm not gonna flame you. You also you should not care about this crab at all. If you're here, it's to fight him. It's not for the crab. You kill him or trunk him, and then you get crab for free. You know, this is and same as before. I think so far I'm gonna once I see something once or twice, I call it out. Once I see something 3 times, I'll call it a bad habit. You have a really bad habit using Kha'Zix C. It's a 20-second cooldown. It's really important to hold. You're using it really way too willy nilly. So use E for you. Flashing for a crab is not worth, and once you E for the crab, now you're forced to flash. So I think A, when you have a winning jungle matchup, it's the same thing when you're doing objectives. Like when you're doing Baron or Dragon, you don't play to finish the Baron or Dragon. You play to kill the enemy jungle and then do the Dragon. Same thing with camps. If you're fighting for a blue buff or a Gromp or a Scuttle, if you're strong, if you're only invading if you're stronger. So if you're stronger, you should always kill him and then get the guaranteed buff. There's no point to 50-50 a crab or 50-50 a buff or 50-50 a baron or a dragon. Anytime you're doing any jungle camp, kill the guy and then do it. And if you're not strong enough to kill the guy, then you shouldn't be invading or fighting in the first place, right? So it ended up working out in total. It ends up working out because it wants to face check you for no reason. But in general, I think you could literally just happily 1v1 this guy, hold your E. Once their balling comes, then you can E away. Make sense?
mm,
You should, and not only is this a good matchup, maybe you don't know the matchup because who the fuck plays Olaf jungle, but a really easy way to see it is just he doesn't have item yet, and you have item. That's nothing more complicated than that. But this is okay. We see him bot side. I want to see what you see. See, if you decide to go bot before you even look, if you looked bot and said, okay, this looks good, I'll go, but you decide to walk before you even look, and then I look here, and I don't think once you see Olaf, you should pan your camera. But in my head, you're already late. Your volume is so low, they're probably dead no matter what. The best you can do now is take his top camps and look top. If top's low, you want to dive top. I think a lot. I remember my first ever set. I have a really good memory. My first ever session with you, you're playing Talon and you took his Raptors and he was on your Raptors. And instead of just taking other more of his camps or basing, you crossed the entire map just to fight him. And I told you that you have a problem with trading. You need to trade way more and match way less. And it's kind of the same thing here. This is already over. Look at this. 1 HP, 1 HP, full HP Olaf diving. You will never be here in a million years. You have no flash, no ult. It's time to just trade. Take his top camps, maybe dive top lane. You need to trade way more. Matching is if you're too late. Matching is fine if you're in time, but if you're too late to match, just trade. Um, if these guys are late, like if there's a single ward here, or these guys just don't do a laser recall, you're getting nothing. The only way you kill them here is if they have 0 wards and they recall like idiots. You know. I think this entire time you could have been hitting his top camps, and we haven't looked at top lane HP. But if Mbessa's low, then we could be diving top this entire time as well. You know. I think you need to think about trading way more, because otherwise the only other if you're not trading, then instead we're just what was the other option? 3v1 their bot side with no flash, half HP. You know, it's not realistic. And the fact that I can see on the minimap that Mordekaiser is solo diving on Mbessa tells me that Mbessa's probably low. Because if you look at the minimap, he just ulted Mbessa under tower. So this Mbessa's probably 1 HP and diveable this entire time. So you just need to be paying attention to the map more and looking to trade more. Same thing here. Off base, again, you should still know that you're stronger 1v1. And Olaf's been think about how long Olaf's been bot side. You saw Olaf on his bot camps, then you saw Olaf dive bot, then you saw Olaf on Dragon. He's been bot for the last 2 minutes, right? So that means his top camps have to be up. So even after dying, because you still have a stronger 1v1, after dying, instead I would skip my entire camps and I would just after respawn I would run straight to his Raptors because they have to be up. It's impossible they're down, and our 1v1's still winning, right? And we have perma top prio. So even now I would skip my Gromp, and I'm not saying just AFK farm. I'm still saying, I'm saying aggressive plays, but I think when you have a stronger 1v1, you have to look for any excuse to be able to 1v1 him. So I think you're missing a lot of opportunities to invade him and punish him. Here I see Olaf getting top, and my first instinct is run to his bot side, check if his bot camps are up. Yeah, this is actually fine because you have winning 1v1. But you see this proves my point. You're so addicted to matching the enemy jungle. If he's top side, you must go top side. If he's bot, you must go bot. You saw him getting top. The enemy bot lane is pushing under your bot lane's tower. These are dead guys. They have no jungle to protect them. They are over pushed. Nami is immobile. If this guy is past this line, he's just dead. You need to trade way more. Look, while you see Olaf getting top, at the same time he's getting top, look where Nami's playing. This guy is like a psychopath up the lane, perma fighting your bot lane. You're rage taking this guy's wave when he's done nothing wrong. Awesome. Bot lane's dying. Now we finally go bot. I think just kill. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just kill Anami. 300 gold, 300 gold. They are worth the exact same amount of gold. Just let MF kill Ezreal and you'll kill this guy. Why do you want to kill Ezreal over Nami? There's no reason. This guy just walked past you. This guy dies to a single auto Q. Ugh. They're worth the exact same amount of gold. There's no difference. There's some weird stigmatism about like focusing. I guess this guy's a shutdown, so you want the shutdown for yourself, but I don't know. Just kill Nami. Now you're taking this guy's entire wave. It's so perplexing. You're the one trolling your teammates. Full clear top side, go to our bot camps. Full clear with 2 items. We're pretty strong. I'm down to take fights. 2 items. We got our evolve. We could jump over the wall. Don't use E. Just take the blast mine, and then you could save your E to jump back over. Okay, perfect. Q smite. Oh, they're actually doing a good job ignoring you. See this? Nice. I think you could have probably waited. Like you could wait for it to get like you jumped to the 4K. You could probably wait to get to like 2.5, and now it's too low for them to ignore you because you could just burst it down yourself. So I think you could like since you have vision on it, you could just wait. You have flash, you have E, you have blast, but you have 3 different dashes or jumps, and you have 3 invises. You literally have 6 different gap closers, or ways to survive or long make a fight longer. So there's really no rush. You're the one that wants a nice slow fight. You do not need to rush in it at all. So I think you can wait for it longer. Okay. So now we're trading. Nice. This took a while. But look, the base soon. We have so much gold. Okay, get our freebie. Nice. This is good. Map awareness. See, oh fuck, trading. How nice is trading look? Their jungle is bot side, and we're taking his top camps, killing the top laner. See how nice this is? Just free gold on the map. We could have done this for the last fucking 15 minutes. When you're this close to item, if you could press shop before you base and realize that you're just 100 gold, I would just stay for the Krugs. Krugs are 20 seconds away. Leaving base with this close to item is so depressing. So I would just just press shop before you base and realize that. Nice kill. This is good. I mean, your 3 items, like, you're super strong. Now it's time to just perma fight. The combo is normally WQ, not QW, just so you're aware. It's faster. Okay, we're super strong. Time to fight. You always so with Kha'Zix combo, the way you want to lead it, the perfect Kha'Zix combo is auto WQ. It's just the way that is the way it's the perfect like WQ is a really fluid animation cancellation, and the reason why you want to start with auto is to slow them because your auto slows, and also a lot of times you auto WQ and then they go on you and then you ult and then usually then when you come out of ult your next combo is auto Q again. So you want to lead with auto because every time you go invis, it resets your passive. Because the way your passive works is every time you go invis, it'll next time they see it, they see your passive's unlocked and your passive gives extra damage and it slows them. So you always want to auto ult, auto ult, auto ult. In this case, it'd be auto WQ ult into auto Q into ult into W into auto WQ. That's like Kha'Zix bread and butter. So here it'd be auto WQ and it would one shot him. Instead now it's a bit. See how now it's like it's just slower. It's slower and he actually lived with like 1 HP and which you could and also smite kills. Don't forget the smite. I say this every time. It's only 40 damage, but in this case, this guy is like what 28 HP, so 40 damage actually kills. People hate using smite for fight. People think that smite is only an objective thing. 40 damage might sound like a little bit, but how often do people live with 1 HP? It happens all the time, every game. So don't forget the smite. Especially when you have 2 charges, you don't have to worry about not having smite for dragon because it'll come back up. So this is not. This could have been a 2 for 2. If you killed Nami, then it would have been 2 for 2. It would have been an even fight. Where are you building next? Oh, Grudge. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is exactly why you want to lead with auto. Because here you start with W, and you see how he can flash away. If you start with auto, then he's slowed. And even then, the auto would follow his flash, and then he'd be slow this entire time, and it'd be so much easier to catch him. He still dies, but it just takes longer, and you take more damage. Do you see this shit? This looks good. You have better XP. Get in that bitch. Nice job. Look, got scared of it. Oh my god, that's close. Alright, at least you got it. Nice. Good job. And you got Grudge now too. You're so strong. And your evolve. Evolve's preference. I personally would go E this game, but I think both is fine. It's just preference. You gotta have better map awareness here. You're instinctively clicking away, but you need to watch the fight first. Like if you're faster in this fight, like instead you hesitated. If you didn't hesitate, you would have already like EQ'd and one shot this guy. But now that you took so long, now he's connected to a teammate. Now he's no longer isolated. So just hesitation. You have to just look at the map better or faster. That's also why I would go E because in this game these fights are so messy that like for example here if you EQ W kin you'd be in danger, but if you get the E reset you'll always be safe if you get the reset because you'll just E out. I see this is good. You see you start with auto Q. See how much more smooth auto Q looks. If you don't need W damage, you don't need W. Normally it's like an auto WQ, but when you're this fed as Kha'Zix, a lot of times you're just killing people with Q and one auto, so you don't even need the W. Cause that was like perfect. Auto Q profane's perfect. Alright, let's watch this. Auto Q and just EOA. Yeah, you don't need a W. And
I
if you're
tried to E, but I got Nami ulted.
yeah, you just can't get the W off. Like because your W is ranged, the way you would do it here is you'd auto Q, then you'd EOA, and then you would W as like a fadeaway. You know what I mean? The W is just too greedy. It's fine though. Both junglers died. You're ulting too early. I've noticed it as well in earlier fights as well. You want to ult like right here, and you'll come out of invis here. But when you're ulting here, you're gonna come out of invis here. You want to literally come out of invis on top of them so they can't react here because you come out of invis here. Now you're forced to E. Kha'Zix almost never wants to E into people. It's his last resort. He always wants to save his E for out, or save his E if they flash. Then they could E to where he flashes to. When you E like this, if he has flash, let's say he flashes here. Now you're forced to use your other ult to chase him, and now you don't have an ult to escape with. You know. You always want to have either an ult to escape with or an E to escape with. But when you're using two ults and an E just to get on someone, then it makes it way harder. Obviously, in this case, it doesn't matter. But you see how if this guy had flash, and the teammate behind him, you've already used one E and two ults, and he's still not dead. And he still has this much of a distance. So just eat later. This guy should still die though. He's so mobile. Yeah, he doesn't have a teammate next to him. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Like you love trading in mid game. You hate doing it early game. Like this is awesome trading. Like okay, nice. We can't fight that Baron because my entire team is dead. So let me just go bot, get a tower, get a kill, get his bot camps. Like this is beautiful. See how nice trading looks? You just get so much free gold. Look how fed you are from getting all this gold on the map. Now you're fucking full build. So you could just use your mid game trading and early game. You'd be fucking golden. Golden. Guys, watch this fight. Yeah, good. See, yeah, that's a very fluid motion. Ult in, E out. See how nice that feels? You're getting guaranteed damage, and you're putting yourself, and you're super, super safe doing it. Yeah, you're definitely playing way too lock screen. You need to be way more. You need to see what's going on in the fight more. Especially if you're playing an assassin, you need to know like everyone's HP at all times. Because if everyone ever gets slightly low for a second, it's your job to instantly, no hesitation, like jump in, flash on them, etc. But if you're like kind of slow at paying attention to the flow of the fight, you'll miss out on assassination opportunities. Here you should not chase this guy. Just go Baron. Like Baron's up. Your Q of Kha'Zix, you one shot Baron. This is a Nami. The gold doesn't matter. Like you're full build and you're level 18. So this gold actually gets you nothing. Doesn't get you level up. Doesn't get you another item. It gets you nothing. There's the only person alive is Nami. You have 4 teammates alive. This is free Baron. The longer you stall this, you're just letting the enemy team respawn. Yeah, you get it anyways. But again, the slower you kill Baron, now the slower you're. If you kill the Baron 10 seconds faster, instead of everyone being here, everyone would be here. You guys already fully have dragon control, but now you're forced to face check into them, and they're the ones that are able to start it first. You know, this is all because you chased Nami, and now you're forced to jump into them. And thank God MF stole it. But you see how this is like pure luck. It's only because you chase Nami, and then this completely wastes your Baron. Your Baron buff is just gone on everyone now. So to be faster on the map, more disciplined. I assume you just ace them and then you end the mid because you said this game is a win and the game is ending. So you just ace them mid and then run it down or what? Ace them at Baron and then end the game mid. Let's watch.
It's an ace.
Yeah. Oh, you're not even in this fight. Your team just won the fight by itself or what? Nah, you showing. Where do we use our ult? Let me see this. What? I'll go back. I want to see what you see. The fuck are we ulting? Did you misclick?
Yeah, it was misclick.
Happens. Beautiful. Nice job. I don't know why you're clicking back, but this guy's not scary. Baron and then Emid. Alright. Not bad. I just think that, again,